my first exposure to D&D was just flipping through some of the books of the era. So I'm Bo Baker, and I work here at UTC Library, and I have been thinking about, reading about, playing or running Dungeons and Dragons for the better part of 35 years. I had an older brother, much older, he's 10 years older than me, and at the time he was a teenager and he was into Dungeons and Dragons and general kind of 1980s, sci-fi, fantasy things. Well, at that age, I mean, a lot of it was just the art. And it was the same thing with paperbacks. I mean, I remember maybe at the time I might have been reading like Choose Your Own Adventure books of the era, maybe. But a lot of the fantasy art from that period, from like the late 70s in through the late 1980s, was really, no way to put it, very fantastic. By the time I started actually playing, I was older. I was probably either later in elementary school or middle school age, I would say, around that age when I first started playing. And again, I was with my brother and his friends. Distance D&D. A lot of the things that I think of as core to playing D&D transcended to being online, right? I mean, collaborative storytelling. Portraying a character, hanging out with your friends and, telling jokes, having rapport with the people that you're playing with. All of that stuff translated really well. We weren't using sort of the sanctioned kind of published online system. We weren't using like D&D Beyond or anything like that. But the rest of it was just sort of like the people interacting, saying what they're doing, what their character is doing. Yeah, I mean, they were really cool. They were fun to play with. They were very welcoming to me because they were all buddies. And I was, again, kind of like the token little brother, even in that scenario, right? What I found was there were people kind of in my friend group, peer group, other parents, other people I work with, who, similar age, in their like 30s, 40s, who were interested in playing D&D. So yes, begrudgingly, I said I'd organize a game and have a group of people. It's been fun. I sort of like hosting in general, right? If I weren't having D&D, I would like to still have people in my home. I would still like to cook for them. I would still like to have an activity that we're doing. D&D just happens to now be that activity, right? So, but I think when you have those moments where people seem to be enjoying themselves, or you throw something interesting at them, or through whatever confluence of all of those events, cool things happen in the story, people have fun. For our group, it's a little more organic. I think we all just collectively don't understand, right? And we're also, I think, just generous with each other to not have that expectation. But yeah, no, we've, I always envisioned it as kind of like like a Saturday brunch or something, right? Like, the kids could be doing their thing, the adults are doing their thing, there's food. Like, you have so many options right now to participate in this game, this world. So find whatever works best for you. If that's finding some like-minded people in your immediate kind of social circles, or going online and seeing if there are games, or public libraries run games, or again, if you're interested in getting involved, there's just so many places you can go play. But I think in this case, you do kind of need other people. The real thing is just getting together with your friends and having fun.